guys. What is up, you guys? Wait, hold on a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Alright, there you go. Let me just adjust my microphone. Um, mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Okay. I think that's good enough. What is up, you guys? It is your boy, Brenton Biggers here, and welcome to the Titans rebuild. Now, before we get into the video, or live stream, I should say, my energy is back. It has been a fat minute since I've live streamed. I think it's been a week now, but the energy is back. I honestly kind of feel a little double upload live stream today. I feel pretty good because I actually just I did a nice little sleepover with my cousin, so it feels very nice to come back and stuff like that. And also, the Packers video will unfortunately be coming tomorrow. Unfortunately. So, yeah, I think... So there are going to be some issues with that. There is actually going to be a point where my cousin comes in, and I don't know how to edit him out, so I'll just leave him in. And also just roast him in the comment section. Everybody roast him. Roast him. Okay? Good. Alright. But also, other things I want to talk about. We are over 270 subscribers. I am very unbelievable and surprised that we are all the way here this quickly, and I'm very excited to see. And then obviously, we also have, my community tab. A lot of people probably don't know this, but if you go to my community tab, like some of these people know how to do, you actually potentially vote on videos like this. Yes, like a wide majority. I'm pretty sure, like, let me see here. Let's see here. What is it? So, like, 2, 1, 1. 11 people out of the 15 end up actually going to my community tab. 15 people, which is like a very small majority in my book. Went to my community tab, and a lot of people voted on the Titans. 67% for the Titans, 20% for the Cardinals, 7% for the Patriots, and the Seahawks. Now, I will be posting a new one in which team you want me to rebuild. It's going to be so I'm going to do the same 3 that I did before. The Cardinals is one of them, obviously. I have yet to do the Cardinals in a fat minute. The Seahawks are also still going to be one of them. The Patriots are still also going to be one of them. But what other team should I do? Should I do the Saints? I don't know, because like the Saints I feel like I did recently. Chargers is the one I tried to do already, but I didn't. So I guess I could do the Chargers. That's fine. I just want to do the Chargers because, like, I feel bad that they have yet to win a Super Bowl and stuff. Jacksonville, I don't want to do Jacksonville. Jacksonville just seems a little too early for. Panthers, I did a lot of the Colts, maybe, because they just missed out of the playoffs. You know what? Let's do the Giants. I think I haven't did a Giants one in a long time as well, so we'll do the Giants as well. And also, man, I really hope one time I get to contact RBT and say, hey, dude, you want to do a Titans rebuild with me? And he's going to be like, sure, but, like, there's no way that's going to happen, guys. Let's face it, unfortunately. We got to face reality on that one. Like, if I get to do that IRL, that would be insane. Like, that would be crazy to me if I could actually pull that off. Because that like, again, it would be insane if that could happen. So, yeah, but, we're gonna look at the Titans roster and, see what they're looking like heading into the season. And this is it's a very interesting team to say the least, I will admit. This is a team that is in a very interesting spot, in my personal opinion, where
This is the player
they could go
card.
with a
Here you
lot
can
of
hear
ways
our
of what they
players'
want to do.
motivations.
So, in real life, I can't really trade. Like, we're not going to do a realistic rebuild. Those are probably going to be coming later. But Ryan Tannehill, I am able to trade him, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, because Ryan Tannehill sucks. But, like, literally, look what I could get for Ryan Tannehill. That's not much, but it's better than nothing. So, I much prefer getting something out of him rather than nothing. So, yeah. Which team which team could trade him, but at the same time could definitely use a quarterback? The Raiders? What do we need, really? I mean, like, in terms of draft picks, because, like, okay, so we don't have a third, but we also don't have a fifth or a sixth round pick. So, let's see here. Third round pick for Ryan Tannehill. I don't think this is going to get accepted. Oh, wow, it actually kind of almost did. And then a seventh round pick. How does that work? All right, a seventh and Ryan Tannehill for a third round pick. Honestly, a lot more than I thought I was gonna get for him. Then we're gonna simulate another week just to try to get Tyler Spears' superstar depth trait, which will be very useful in this rebuild because we could definitely use a running back. Um. So yeah. Wow, we got killed. Literally 36-3. Alright, so yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Yada 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 yada. Superstar depth trait. I'll take that though. That's gonna be very useful, like I said, with him. Because it's gonna help him like significantly upgrade his depth trait and stuff. Improve rookie. Okay. And we also have one new injury, which is interesting. Um Peter Skoronsky. Yeah, sure, pass blocking. I guess that works. Pass power. Sure. I mean, oh, this is oh, for Peter Skoronsky. Okay. Oh my god. Jesus Lord. Sorry about that, guys. If you hear a beeping sound in the background, I'm sorry about that. So we have a new injury where we have like a million injuries. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So yeah, look at my injury reserve. Look at it. It is insane. But yeah, but there are definitely some players I want to trade before the season starts. Like Will Levis, I am very curious to see what he could potentially be. It also doesn't help that he does not have star dev. That's the part that really does suck. Because like he's really good. It's just like he's 24 years old. He has no star dev at all. And it's just such a problem. It's a problem. And look at the receiving core. It's gonna get worse when I start trading players. But yeah, defense. This entire defense needs to just be completely revamped. Like archery, we are going to be trading. Sean Murphy Bunting. I guess I could keep maybe, but it's also gonna depend on how his contract is structured. Okay, so this is a 1 year deal on a 1.88 mil. I mean, I guess I would like to bring him back if he wants to come back, which does not seem like he wants to. So, yeah, Arden Key, he's a bit of a toughy one because like he's decent, right? Like he's not bad, but look at his contract. Like this year, it's not bad. Next year is also not that bad. But 2025, he I'm paying this man 9.3 million in 2025. You think I want to pay 9.5 mil to a guy who's barely done anything? No. Basically, I think the only like good player on defense I'm keeping is Rondell McCreamy, which makes sense because we drafted him, and Tremaine and Harlon Landry. The rest of these guys could basically get traded or cut, and I honestly wouldn't mind. And also Sean Bunting, he could stay for probably one more year because he's probably not going to come back. But DeAndre Hopkins is definitely a guy I want to get rid of. His contract is just going to hurt us, and his age is going to also hurt him. So, yeah. Like, this year, wow, he's not making that much money at all. But next year he does make $16 million. We don't have that cap space. So, yeah. I'm probably going to want, like, maybe, like, a potential starting player, and then, like, late round draft picks for exchange of DeAndre Hopkins here, and especially on that front seven where we have nobody outside of Big Jet, so that's an issue. So yeah, Vina Vea. I know I can't get Vina Vea. There's no way I'm getting Vina Vea. Like, who could I get? Payne, maybe? He did not have a good year. He definitely did not have a good year. Jordan Davis, I don't think that's going to happen either. And there's also, I'm not about to be trading another player to the Eagles. No way. Eric Armstead, he could be a decent option. Alva McNeil, maybe. TJ Station, no. It's really hard to find one, really. Kobe Turner, potentially. Brian Brzee is also a potentially. Keanu Benton, I can't because he's just too young, and that's also non-realistic. I know I'm not doing a non-realistic rebuild, but at the same time, I want to try to keep it semi-realistic. So I'm gonna try to get Kobe Turner and a 5th round draft pick. That's all I'm asking for D-Hop, for peep's sakes. All right, it's accepted. Kobe Turner and a 5th round draft pick for DeAndre Hopkins, just to try to get his contract out of here, honestly. That's basically what I wanted to do there. And Kobe Turner, the good thing about getting Kobe Turner is he's extremely young, and he's only a 79 overall, so it's not really that bad. The only problem is he's kind of underweight in terms of a nose tackle, but that's totally fine with me. Because I might change the scheme already 4-3 anyways, so who knows. How much can I get for archery, honestly? Not that much. Noted. Okay, so honestly, I'm just getting him rid of just to not spend his final years on one of the worst teams in the league. You know what? Let's run him to the Ravens. He freaking deserves it. I mean, I know he doesn't really need, like, I don't need him, but at the same time, you know, it's just nice. End up being there, so, second next year. Nope. Okay. How about I throw in Jermaine Edmonds? Try to accept. Yeah, like, got 2 players out of there. 2nd round draft pick next year can definitely be very useful for us. And then we have Derrick Henry. This is a little tricky because obviously, yes, I'm trading him because this is his final year in his contract, and we are no way in hell I'm paying him. But the question is what do I want in return? Like, because I could get like Mike Evans in a 1st next year. I could get Trenton. Well, obviously this is not realistic, so I'm not gonna do that. But like, there is a lot of value with him. So I'm very curious, wondering, how am I gonna, like, what do I want to do here? So it's gonna be a little tricky to figure out. So it's gonna take some time to figure out, I guess. I think what I might do, I'm not gonna trade him to Jacksonville, because, like, I did like the Seahawks offer, but I just, again, realistically, am I really about to be able to get Tariq Woolen? I don't think so. Like, and also they don't really need a running back. Like, let's just trade into a team that actually kind of needs a running back. The Vikings. They typically need a running back. 2 first-round picks, and don't really have a lot of young, like, good players that I could potentially get. Like, obviously, I wish I could get Jordan Addison, but I can't. Brian O'Neill. I mean, he's 27. He's an 86, so maybe. All right. Wow, trade accepted, actually. 2 first-round draft picks. And Brian O'Neill for Derrick Henry. Just Derrick Henry. Pretty freaking worth it. Because not only that those 2 first-round draft picks, we could turn those into, like, very good players. We also get Brian O'Neill, who's going to be a big addition to this offense. So, we're still at 77 overall, surprisingly, but I'm going to cut Andre Key. We just do not need another edge rusher. For the love of God, I already have enough edge rushers. So, yeah, I just don't want him. So now we're actually at 76. So, but there's still a lot to be excited about. But like, the offense is very questionable. Like every position except Brian O'Neill, Peter Skoronski, and Tyreek Spears, all these players could get potentially replaced. Like Iguanu, he can get replaced. Will Levis can get replaced for sure. Traylon Burks, he could be like, I guess he is like a borderline WR3 at the end of the day, but like, I don't think he's gonna be that good at all. And on defense, there also are no safekeepings. Even Alandra Leonard, Harlow Laundry, and Sean Murphy Bunting, all those players are going to definitely have an opportunity to be. No, they're not guaranteed to come back. They're not guaranteed, especially Murphy because he doesn't even want to be here. I just like to simulate the preseason because like there's always stuff that can happen, and obviously I want to be there for that. So yeah, just something I'm doing. Wide receiver mentorship. Yeah, I am frustrated. Um, is there any specific area you want to improve in? Getting open, faking out catch it, faking out tackles. Try to burst. I feel like in real life, like I guess it's just getting open. I guess is really what he needs to work on. I guess. Short, medium, long. He's not a deep threat, so I'll just do medium route running. How does that work? All right. Traylon Burks says +2 release and medium route running. Okay. Okay. And then improve player. Assuming this is something to do with Peter Skoronski, I'm assuming. Let's see here. What do we get? Daniel Bruskin will continue to work with Peter Skoronski to help his development and be ready for the regular season. Okay. Did we actually beat the Vikings, by the way? That would actually be funny if we beat the Vikings. Because we just traded Derrick Henry to them. Okay, no. 21-9, though. He doesn't really get his, like, full-on revenge, because it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. So we are going to simulate it to week 4 of the preseason. See if anything happens. Instead of, okay, so we went 0-3 out of that entire preseason. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, this is also just for Peter Skoronski again. Right. Peter Skoronski receives 2,500 XP. Okay, not bad. This actually really does help, though, with his, development, I will admit. Development, that is going to extremely help. Like, for his development and stuff. But, I will see you guys in mid-season. So, surprisingly, we have went 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. I'll take that. So we have one of the worst offenses in the league. I'm actually running Cowboys playbook for once. And 14th defense, which is because of I'm running Carolina's defense. Will Levis not doing the best, I guess. Tyler Spears is doing alright, averaging 3.3 yards per carry, which isn't bad, I guess. Our leading receiver is Nick Westbrook Iken. Is that how you say it? But yeah, and then the most touchdowns is coming from Chris Moore. Yikes. Our O-line is actually doing alright. Peter Skoronsky has... Where the hell is he? Yeah, he... With a 419 snaps, who's the most, by the way, ends up actually having no sacks. Not bad. 2 sacks for Telzot Gibson and Arlon Division, and then 1 sack from Otis. So this entire midseason, we've only gotten 5 sacks. That's pretty friggin' depressing. Eric Gardner with 2, Sean Murphy Bunting with 1, and also Corey Wallace with 1. Let me just, look at my injury report just in case if, there's anybody who's on IR, should not be on IR. You know, just in case. But, yeah, I mean, I'm still very surprised that we're 4-2. Because, how bad our team is, that's really interesting, to say the least. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, never mind. Brian O'Neill's our best player, actually. To say, I'm pretty sure Big Jeff is, the best player by a landslide, but he isn't. Why am I clicking these wrong buttons? I want to see any, Gardner Minshew is in here. That's actually kind of hilarious. And also, actually, some good backup quarterbacks as well. And, Drew Lock, Tyler Huntley, those quarterbacks. And Davis Mills, I think, is also a good backup quarterback. In my opinion. Okay, remove him from IR. Remove him from IR if he is. He's out for 1 week. Joseph Jones. Why is he here? I'm pretty sure he's not on IR. I always seen this like every time, and like he's never on the field. It's so stupid. When he's clearly good enough to go on the field. He's good to go. Like it says injured, uninjured, uninjured, uninjured. It's like what the hell? Easel Sal Spade. I could honestly put him on IR, but I'm not gonna do that really. You know, let me just go through by positions and see like who's like. You know what? I don't think anybody else is on IR. So, because I don't know how many IRs you get, but I think you only get 3 or 2, and I already did 2. So yeah, but let's see contracts. I know Sean Murphy Bunting is in there, but is there anybody else that could be in there?
Players on the last year
Sean Murphy Bunting, Zal Al Shanil. Is there really like anybody I want to bring back? I mean, Jack Gibbons, I guess. He's still decently young, so like he can develop. But it doesn't seem like he wants to come back. But we did give him a pretty good contract, and also if he just like continues to get better, he's probably going to be, that contract is going to look like chump change at the end of the day. The question is to me is if I want to bring him back, because he's 26. The contract starts when he's 27, and without him, our best linebacker is Jack Gibbons, and then we have Garrett Wallow being my best. And we already have plenty enough needs on the roster. So what I think I'm going to do is give him a 1-year deal, but it's going to be worth like a ton of money. That's what I think I'm going to do. A 1-year deal worth $8 million. Like, that's a lot of money. Sean Murphy Bunting, I definitely just want for like maybe a 2-year deal, I guess, but still, like, that's still going to be longer than when I give Bert Shaheel. So yeah, he accepts, obviously. But everybody else, I don't want to bring back, honestly. Everybody can honestly go kick themselves off the face of the earth because we don't need them. So yeah. So we're going to simulate it to the postseason because we could potentially make it to the postseason somehow. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs. So remember that time when we were 4-2? Yeah, we went 4-13. I don't know how, but we end up losing every single game afterwards. I don't know how we did. So we hosted one of the worst offenses in the league and the worst defense in the league. Will Levis, he honestly didn't do terrible, but that 58 completion percentage could definitely do better. Tyler Spears, he could definitely do better, I could say, to say the least. Receiving, Chris Moore was the leading receiver and touchdowns. Yikes. And Traylon Burks only had 869 yards. Hey, at least he had a decent season, I guess. If you're comparing that to his career. Sorry about that. I literally, I think I woke up 7:30 in the morning when when I stayed up until 10 due to the Packer game, and I'm pretty sure I went to bed at 11 because somebody had to sleep with a freaking music that is so freaking loud. It's ridiculous to me.
Some talent trees make you select a path.
Offense or defense? I think I'm gonna wait on that one because I just don't know at the moment because I just don't know because our offense sucks, our defense sucks. They could both use help, but I'm kind of leaning more towards offense just because there are actual players with the additional upgrades where they could potentially actually be starters. So then I don't have to worry about it. But at the same time, you could say that to defense too. But I mean, actually, never mind. Really, you could say just defense in general. If I just upgrade them, they're just gonna be better. Because I don't think there really is any player who can have the right depth trait and just yeah, I just don't see that as a reality, unfortunately. So who won our division this year? Colts. You know what's funny? This is actually kind of realistic. Except for the Jets making it to the number 1 seed, unless they had Aaron Rodgers. And the Raiders being here, because let's face it, none of us were going to think that the Raiders should be here. This is actually kind of realistic. Carolina being here. Before the season started, this is somewhat realistic. Raiders, if they had their crap together and Jimmy G can just be good in Josh McDaniels' offense, sure they could make it to the 7th seed. Jacksonville being 6th seed makes sense. Indianapolis winning the division could happen. You know, the only thing that is just out of the ordinary, unrealistic, is the Bears making it to the 3rd seed. Let's face it, they would never make it here. And also the Cowboys not making it to the postseason is also very interesting. Because usually they make it every year, but they didn't this time. And also, I didn't even check my defense or my offensive, line and sacks and stuff. So how many sacks did you got? How many sacks? 32. Okay, that's not bad, actually. That was better than I thought, honestly. Peter Skoronski ended up only allowing 5 sacks, which isn't bad, and Brian O'Neill with 4, despite the limited snap count. Probably due to an injury. Not great. So yeah, he missed through 17, 12, 17, 16, 15, 14. 4 weeks. He missed 4 weeks. He missed week 7, so that's 5 games. Yeah, he missed 5 games and yet only allowed 4 sacks. Not the greatest. Sack totals. Who got the most sacks? Most sacks go to Terrace Gibson with 5. Yeah, that's just proof we need to fix either the defense of scheme or playbook or something. But no matter what, we need to change it physically and not just sign players and hope that they can fix this defense. I feel like I'm just better off throwing this team into a 4-3, honestly. Just for simulation-wise, and also just our team kind of fits a little bit more in a 4-3, I feel like. So, yeah. Like, Kobe Turner, he is not a nose tackle, clearly. He is a D tackle, not a nose tackle. And also, it also fixed our just defensive tackle needs as well. So I think it's just a little bit more better if we just fix it into a 4-3. Oh, he was on IR, but then why did it not say freaking computer? And like again, like he just also doesn't fit in a 3-4 system. Like he's 305 pounds. Like not the greatest. Like he should be a little like he's a little overweight for that. How many D tackles we have? Like 5? We don't really need any other D tackles, really. Unless there's somebody I absolutely just want to keep for backup reasoning. Like Keon Kempo, he could honestly get cut, and I honestly care less. So, yeah, Keon Corbin. Yeah, this guy's a fat. He's fat. This is a fat boy right here. 6'2". Like, he's not even that big, honestly. Like, and yet he's 332 pounds. Like, if he was 6'4", 332 pounds, like, he'd still be intimidating, obviously. Nah, we already, like, again, like, we already have plenty enough D tackles as is, so. Honestly, the rest of these guys don't really make any sense to me to bring back. Really. Kerbon Murphy will go to right end. It also kind of makes sense. Like 254 is a little overweight in this type of scheme. Like 245 is really what really should be. He's also 259, which means he's also overweight in this scheme. And then we have Haran Landry and Trevzon Gibson. I know he was like our best pass rusher this year, but at the same time, I would just rather cut him at this point. And Haran Landry could be a potential trade candidate. Potentially. I don't think it's this year though for sure, just because of how much holes we have on the roster. But at the same time, I think we're going to trade him soon. Jeff Gibbons. Azir Jalal will go to left side linebacker, where he really should be, honestly. Jack Gibbons, I think I'm going to keep him at middle linebacker for now. Like, no, wait, why is he still... This is so annoying when this happens. It's like every time you go a little too fast sometimes they just keep them at the position instead of when you edit them to a different position. Very frustrating. Garrett Howen. I guess he could be outside linebacker. No, he fits. He fits at middle linebacker, so I'll keep him there. Basically, yeah, he fits. Chance Campbell, he can move to outside linebacker. He'll be our starting, for now, outside linebacker. So, good for you. But I don't think that's going to be lasting for very long. Oh my god, it's starting to get a little frustrating. Because I've already this is the second time it's already happened, and I've only done this like 3 times. So I insist, stay at that position. The linebacker, you could be an outside linebacker. It's a broken fibula. That sucks. Alright. Pretty sure I'm done editing all these positions and stuff, so. Actually, except the part where I could just cut this guy. which for some reason it's not letting me. Where my phone go? There it is. All right. The Eagles, like, again, this is like, again, like, before the season started, this is kind of realistic, but with Aaron Rodgers torn his Achilles, that would not been realistic at all. Except the part if they did make it to the Super Bowl, the Eagles would absolutely, yeah, win that for sure. But man, though, I still wondering who is gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year. Like, who's going to make it? Like, Ravens, I feel like for sure have a lock, unless it's the Bills. Like, unless it's the Bills, I feel like it's a lock of who make it to the AFC for the Super Bowl. But the NFC is a little interesting. But like I feel like the Lions win. I think they may have a chance. But if it's the Bucks, I think the Niners are gonna win for sure. So that's what I think if that happens. So we're gonna change this 4-3, and then we're gonna change this defense to San Fran's defense. And yeah, so we have a 77 overall team. So we're basically back to where we essentially, if we were including overalls. So hey, that's not bad. Wait, oh wait, I forgot I already did my stat points. I'm like, why is all my stat points gone? So that's interesting. Um, Next week, I mean, I like, do we really need to sign anybody? I don't think so. But I'm also curious to see what draft pick we get because we're most likely definitely at least have one true like we at least have one top 5 draft pick at least due to us just being terrible this year. Um, so yeah, we have the 5th overall pick and the 8th overall pick. I'm pretty sure we only had 2 first-round picks. Yeah, we did. Okay, so 5 and 8 is where we stand at the moment. But before we go and see any of these free agents and stuff, I'm just kind of curious to see, like, what do these quarterbacks look like? Because there are a ton of round 1 talent quarterbacks, and then round 1 to 2 talents, there are a lot of scrambler ones. Let's see Aiden Thomas here. He's 21. He's out of Tulsa. Um, but wow, this guy is very freaking good. Like, A to B awareness, C break sack, C carrying, C to D injury. Like, this guy is going to be an amazing quarterback. Whoever decides to draft him. Which the thing is if we want to draft him, and I kind of am leaning towards yeah, because like Will Levis, yeah, sure, he's like decent, but like, how good is he going to get? Like, how good will he get until he like starts to progress? You know. So I feel like I might as well do that because like I'm like, there's no way he would ever like because like outside of winning Rookie of the Year, it's very hard for him to even get out of normal debt. So I honestly am just better off with a different quarterback under center. But the question is where is he projected to go at the moment being? So he's actually not even expected to go to the top 5 even. He's expected to go, he's not even the first quarterback off the board, so that's interesting. Like, when would he expect to be taken? He's expected to be taken at 16. That's interesting. Something I like usually never do is always like look at where they're projected to be in mock drafts. So I never really do that most of the time, but yeah. Um, so let's go to free agency, aka pretty much the best part about the season, except the draft probably. Um, let's see here.
View a play. You have 3
So there's
evaluation periods with
if I get Saquon Barkley, that would be funny. That would be hilarious, but at the same time, I don't feel like we should do that. Ooh, Patrick Queen. I mean, he fits the scheme, and then I could move Jack Gibbons back to outside linebacker. I mean, that just makes a little too much sense right now. Because, like, Patrick Queen could just be such a big addition to this defense. It's actually kind of unbelievable to think about. There is nobody actually going for Kirk Cousins. That's actually insane. Saquon Barkley. I kind of want to give him a contract. I mean, like, he's very good still. And he's probably going to be good for a while. So I feel like I'm better off trying to give him a contract. And we're the only one that's even giving him a contract at the moment. Michael Pittman. We can definitely use a receiver, but the problem is that he doesn't want to be here. And it's proven pretty clearly. But he is only getting one offer at the moment. So if we just, like, go absolutely nuts in terms of money, like, just give him, like, a ton of freaking money, we probably most likely going to get him. Like, is this a bit of an overpay? I don't really see it. Because, like, look, 9.3, like, the max for paying him is 14.5 mil. That's not a lot of money for Michael Pittman in my book. Well, actually, it made me a little bit, but still. Still got some time to get better, even. McCone Harmon, honestly, let's face it, he's just going to try to fight for any freaking way to get a starting job. Noah Fant, he doesn't want to be here. Dang, there's like just nobody who wants to be here. Like, literally. Like, honestly, I'm just curious to see, is any player even interested to come in here? Okay, so there are some players. Jonathan Greenland. Now, IRL, he had 12 and a half sacks, so I don't know why he's this low of an overall in the game. Like, Jonathan Greenland PFF. Like, I heard he got, like, how do you even just pronounce that? Jonathan Greenard? Like, is that how you pronounce it? Jonathan Greenard? Instead of Jonathan Greenland? I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, he has a 78.2 PFF with 14 sacks. Never mind, he actually had 14. Forced fumble. Like, yeah, like, he's way lower overall than he really should be. So what I could do is just trade Harold Landry. Because, like, we can obviously tell that Jonathan Greenland, I'm going to be upgrading him, and he's going to be a lot better than Harold Landry is. And he's also younger. So, like, I think it makes sense to go give him a contract at this point. Makes sense. It would make sense. So, at the moment, we're the only team that's even giving him a contract. Kiri Tart, we don't really need a D-tackle. We could use a corner, but, like, we're not win-now mode, so what's the point of getting him? Connor Williams could be interesting, I guess, because we could use a center. But that's basically it in terms of, like, those green players. who I want to bring onto the team. So Connor Williams still is getting competition. We don't even have a center actually, so we kind of need to go get him. So I'll give him a little of an overpay just to come over here, and also he can also mentor Peter Skoronsky. You know, that wouldn't be bad. So let's see here. Who do we get? But before I guess we do that, I guess I want to see if we have a punter and kicker. Okay, so we do have a punter, but we don't have a kicker. So let's go get a kicker then. Frat Bear. I think I'm gonna go get Cameron Dicker. Honestly, I'm just gonna give him like a 7-year deal. I just got a friend request. Anson next. I have no idea who he is, but I'm very curious to see who he is. So I'll check that after the live stream or something. Or when we're in simulation. I don't know. But yeah, let's just see who we get. Honestly, very curious. So they're all have signed with somebody. So we got Saquon, Michael Pittman, Connor. Yeah, we got all 5 of them. That's actually very nice because, well, Saquon Barkley, like I didn't really need him because, like again, we already had Tyler Spears, so like I didn't need him. But just like having another running back in that backfield wouldn't be terrible, and also could help mentor him maybe. But yeah, and also he didn't even have star depth. Who the heck is this guy? No. I'll talk with you later. How does that sound? Okay? I just sent him this weird of a message. I bet you he's so like confused or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's hey. I'm not him, okay? I'm not him. Alright, jeez. I don't even know who he is. Like, genuinely, I don't know who that is. Okay, I don't know what, I'll keep it that part. Definitely increases stamina. Pursue, upgrade his finesse for sure. And then just 82 star depths. Yeah, he's basically a whole lot better than Herlon Landry is at the moment. Way better, in fact. So, how much cap space though we're gonna get kicked if we trade him? So there's a 22.8 cap penalty and negative 1.75. Honestly, we could eat that. We are not paying a lot of players a lot of money at the moment. So I think we can be fine with the cap space at the moment. Is there really anybody who's even interested in having him? I don't really know actually. The Niners? No. The Falcons? They don't even have a left end. They have Jerry Jarrett, and they also doesn't fit the schemes. Why? Why I decide to do that? Oh, they already have Micah Parsons and Demarcus Lawrence. So why? Commanders? I can use for Ron Landry. Just a second round pick. That's all I'm asking. Thank you. Alright, second round pick for Ron Landry. Pretty worth it, not gonna lie. Because basically we're getting the same player, except younger and better. In a nutshell. So Caleb Farley is definitely not the guy. I'm definitely gonna actually trade him as a matter of fact. Just to try to get something. Is there any like thing I could potentially get for Caleb Farley? Okay, so he's actually worth something. It's worth something. And I'm actually interested in that Chris Harris, so if you could give me that Chris Harris, I'm just asking for Chris Harris. That's all I'm asking for. Thank you. So division trade, actually. That's a division trade, and we're getting Chris Harris. Now, Chris Harris actually had a pretty good game against the Baltimore Ravens, actually. So hopefully he could still be as good over here in Tennessee. Obviously, I'm going to move him outside linebacker, right outside linebacker specifically. So, I mean, that's actually 2 overalls up in terms of a player. And it also helps us with our linebacking core. So, yeah, we basically turn one of the worst linebacking cores to basically maybe one of the better ones now when they get the chance to develop. And our defensive line is not as bad anymore. We just kind of need a left end. And we just need. Honestly, our defense does not really have a lot of holes anymore, but our offense still does. Like, I barely did anything to improve the offense. Like, yeah, having a center, sure, but like, outside of that, not much. And we could definitely use a left tackle. Like, Nicholas Pearpeat will probably just. Actually, I might just transition him to guard and just cut Burskall. That's what I. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's cut him. Gets 2.92 million back, which is basically removes that negative cap that we got from cutting um whatever his name is. And then we're gonna move him to right guard, where he can hopefully be decent at. And then let's also cut Andrew Dillon, because I'm pretty sure he's making way too much money than what he really should be doing. Like I'm pretty sure his contract at the moment is like way too freaking much money. Look, yeah, 10.7 mil to an 69 overall. Hell no. Like, I'll accept that if you were a 74, but like a 69? No. I don't care about that negative. I don't care. You can get the hell out of here. So Nicholas Pearpeat for now is still right tackle. Oh, it's also because I haven't moved him yet for some stupid reason, EA. But let's move him back to right guard. So yeah. Then we're gonna simulate next week. I'm just kind of curious to see what the mock draft is looking like at the moment, and seeing if the quarterback like went up into the draft or not. So I'm kind of curious because like I was very surprised to see him that he wasn't even the first quarterback projected to be taken. And I kind of want to go get one of those corners. Like one of those corners could just extremely help that defense. Like, even if we don't necessarily need another corner, just having another just lockdown corner could just be insane. So, what corner isn't even expected? Okay. So we are not expected to take the quarter. So both players who I may projected wanting are both not expected to take. So let me just see Kerry Newman. Yeah, like he's still good. Like he's very athletic. He has some decent coverage skills. I'm just curious still to see what this other corner has that the other corner doesn't have. So he's younger. He's extremely better at, yeah, like, he's basically better at him in everything. So, yeah, that's why. And in Robertson probably went up because of the combine, I'm assuming. Yeah, his combine was actually pretty freaking good. And he has one decent in jumping, which, let's face it, is a useless stat for quarterbacks. And that's basically it. I mean, it kind of, like, this is a tough decision to make. Because on the one hand, we could get probably some of the best players in the class with Caleb Newman and Allen Robertson, right? Or, I mean, Jonathan Ware and Allen Robertson. Or I could go with Carl Baskerman, who is an absolute freak of an athlete. This is actually really freaking tough because, I mean, I think what matter, I can't screw here. Like, all these 3 players are 100% going to be good. So I don't have to worry about that. And the thing is I don't even have to take quarterback. That's the thing. I don't need to take a quarterback. Will Levis is fine. Like, he could be a decent bridge quarterback. I could just take one next year. If I really don't want to take a quarterback, I could just wait for next year and see what he can actually do when he actually has a number one receiver. You know? Instead of just, like, building around him a little bit more. You know? So I could do that. Or I take the quarterback, and then I have to decide on which player I want to take. Because there is no way in hell I'm going to get all three of those players without trading probably one of our first round picks next year. So this is a very tough spot because I don't think we don't have 3 first round picks, I know. And I mean, unless I could somehow finesse like getting another top 5 pick with trading both my seconds, I don't see anything happening, most likely. So let's I mean, I'm just curious at this point. And Bears have to have. No, Bears don't actually have a top 5 draft pick. Didn't the Broncos have one? No, they had the 10th. Texans have the number 2 overall pick. I'm honestly just curious. What would happen if I threw both seconds into that trade? Just see what happens. Just see what happens. So we're in the orange. What if I threw in the first round pick next year from the Vikings? Trade accepted. Okay. Okay. I'm fine with that, actually. So now, it's actually pretty likely that we can get all 3 players. The problem is we're going to have to trade from 8 to 3. And that's probably going to require us their 3rd draft pick to just move up to that spot. Who has that draft pick? Not the Raiders. The Patriots at number 4. That's not what I'm looking for. It's not the Lions. It's not the Jaguars. It's not the Giants. It's not the Falcons. It's not the Eagles for sure. Is it the Commanders? No, they had the 6. I forgot. Chargers? Oh yeah, I forgot they get the first pick. I think it's because of Justin Herbert or something being hurt, maybe? So, we're going to trade a 5th and a 5th next year for a, and also a, no, actually, that's not even enough. You know what? Fine. 8th overall pick and a not 4th round pick. 3rd round pick. So basically, we're trading our entire draft on these 3 players. So they better be freaking good. Like, they actually really do need to be good, or this draft is a complete bust. Like, they all have to be productive players. Because all of our draft picks for this year are all going to be relied on from those players alone. So all of them have to product somewhat. So that's a bit of an issue. So then we have the 5th pick, which I'm most likely going to have to use my 4th to trade up to number 2. And I'm pretty sure Cincy has it. Who has the number 2 pick? Is it the Broncos? No. Oh, wait, no, we have the 2 overall pick. Who has the 3rd? What's the 3rd? Honestly, I know I could just, look who actually has it a lot quicker if I just go to the mock draft, but it's honestly too little too late at this point. I don't have the 3rd overall pick, so then who does? I know it's not the Chargers, it's the Cardinals. That's the team that had it. Alright. 4th and the 5th overall pick for exchange with the 3rd overall pick, so we had no draft picks. Outside of this, we have no draft picks, basically. Unless there's, somebody I want to trade, which I think I honestly wouldn't mind trading Monday Hooker, just to try to, get a receiver in return for a draft pick, I guess. If I can't get a second, I think I'll just keep him and be fine with that. But I would definitely like a second in return. Just even if it's a late second, I wouldn't mind. If a team even had cap space, which none of these teams seem to even have that. Or you know what? Let's trade a third round pick. They have plenty of third round picks. They don't need all of them. And yet they did not accept that. That's interesting. And let's throw in like a fifth round draft pick. Yeah, we are about to not have any draft picks in this draft outside of that freaking top 3 draft picks. So we are basically going all in this draft. If they all suck, which I don't think they will, we are very screwed. Because, like, they all have to be at least a 75 plus with hidden development. Otherwise, they're not worth what I had to do to go up to get those players. So this is going to be very interesting because we're basically ruining our entire draft just to draft these 3 players and then hoping that we can get another decent player on offense because we could definitely use another offensive weapon outside of Barkley,
Next
Pittman,
up,
and
the
Ertz.
Titans are on the clock.
So with the first overall pick, without a doubt, I'm going to be taking the quarterback here. We're gonna make suspense because I already know this guy's gonna be a freaking beast. Suspense.
The Tennessee
Boom.
Titans are
Hidden
now
development,
on the clock.
92 throw power, 81 speed. Yeah, this guy's about to be a freaking beast. So basically, all these guys also kind of have to be at least like a top 5 talent in this draft. Otherwise, again, like I said, this is not worth it. So he's in development. We're gonna take the corner, which I know for a fact he's gonna have hidden development because of just how amazing he is.
On the clock now, it's the
He does have
Tennessee
hidden development,
Titans.
96 speed. Oh my god! Like I guess the only problem with him is just like he's 5'9", so he's like pretty small for a corner. Dang, I actually traded like a lot of picks from the Cardinals to move up here. And then the last pick we're gonna be using is Carl's Baskin.
On the clock now, the
And
New
he does
England
this.
Patriots.
That was the part that scared me the most. Was drafting him, I was praying on my life that he was gonna have hidden development, and he had hidden development, so I don't have to worry about that. Now we gotta go all the way until the
Tennessee
3rd
Titans
round
now
to get
on
another
the
draft
clock.
pick, and then we have our 7th round draft pick, and then we're done. We're done after that. So basically, I'm gonna take whoever's like the best receiver available because we could just use a receiver in general. Lona McNollan, maybe? It's 23. Doesn't have a lot of speed. No, I just don't like that pick in general. I just don't like both of these players because those are both players I already have. Like, Michael Pittman is my physical threat. And Traylon Burks is my playmaker. So, I don't need any of them. Possession, I don't really need a vertical threat, honestly. I guess I could just take a swing on the tight end, I guess. He's poor
Next
Excel,
up,
but like...
the Patriots
Okay,
are on the
no,
clock.
I'm just praying he's not terrible, because I just traded Malik Hooker for that. Or Nami Hooker, I think. I'm just praying he could just be a decent tight end. That's all I'm asking for. I only drafted him to either just be the starter or the backup. One of those two. Because for the love of God, he needed more pass catchers. Like, we just out, like, literally... I mean, that was such a gamble, though. Like, that is such a big gamble. Because I could have gotten so many other good players with those draft picks instead of those 3 players specifically. And then probably not drafting him at my tight end with the 3rd round. because I was desperate to try to get a receiver. So that's a bit concerning, not gonna lie. So draft recap. Here you go. They all got to be 75 plus to make it salvageable. They all have to be. And okay, uh, mixed opinions. First off, decent player in the 7th round, 67 overall, Cody James. And our tight end is not that bad at all. I just may need to upgrade. I just might need to trade a Guano. But mixed opinions, because the quarterback I was expecting to be a lot better than he was. Like, deep accuracy I was thinking was going to be like an 80. Medium I think was going to be like an 81, 82. Short was going to be like an 85. That's honestly what I thought. But either way, he's still a good quarterback. And yeah, the corner was definitely worth it for sure. 81 overall. I think he's easily maybe my best cornerback out of my group in corners. So that's saying something. That's definitely saying something. Who's my starting tight end? Because I honestly want him to be my starting tight end instead of Iguano. Because I just traded somebody decent for this guy. I need to have him as my starter. So I'm gonna trade him, but I'm gonna try to get a backup tight end and just like a late round draft pick this year. That's all I'm asking for, really. Josh Oliver. No, he got way too much money. Bendon Jordan and a 7th round draft pick. All I'm asking for. Alright, trade accepted. So now, he's my starting tight end. It does suck that I didn't not getting a left tackle because I did not expect us to do what I did, but I guess I'll move Nicholas Pierre-Pete there for now, I guess. For now, he'll be my left tackle until I find an actual tackle. So, for now, obviously, like I said, he's going to be my left tackle. Hopefully, he can play decent there. And, yeah, because, like, I just went all in, and I don't even know if it was worth it or not, to be honest. Our defense should honestly play pretty well. Like, our corners are very good. Our defensive line is amazing. Our linebacker core is okay, and our safety core is pretty bad. But with how good the rest of the team is, I honestly could care less about the safeties. So, yeah. And then Saquon Barkley is basically going to be my literal point at offense. And I guess Michael Pittman, too. Like, he got some decent weapons back there. Like, he has that rookie tight end that I drafted. I have I Traylon Burks, Michael Pittman. Like, he has weapons. He clearly does. So, yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in mid-season. But while we do that, who the hell is this guy? I'm just curious because I have no idea who he is. No, I wanna option menu. No, I don't want to report him. Air file. Okay. Okay. Good. So yeah, he does play Madden. That's what I figured. Because why would he send me that message for no reason? He actually has around the same games that I do, actually. GTA, NBA, Fortnite, Madden 20. Here's Madden 23. He's actually even played some NBA, which I'm not surprised. He's played Cold War. He's also played Madden 22. Dang, he's actually got Most of the Maddens, actually. So yeah, this has been a Madden fan for a while. And also just a Treyarch fanboy. Because he has a lot of those as well. And he also has Spider-Man. Okay. He's also used to play Fall Guys, which I also used to play Fall Guys. But I am way better than him because I actually have more achievements than him. I have way more achievements. Way more achievements. So this guy is basically a Madden fanboy. Essentially. And a 2K fanboy. So he's a sports guy, basically. And then he also, I guess, likes to play Fortnite and GTA, I guess. I don't probably accept his friend request, but not for now, obviously. Because then he's probably going to send me a party invite, all of that stuff, and I'm not looking forward to it. Alright, well, let's see here. Let's see how good the season went. And we went 2-5. Well, at least we didn't play as good as we did in the first half, so that means we might play gooder in the second half. You know? Just saying that. 17th in offense. Okay. And 26th in defense. So our defense is still an issue. Okay. Yeah, he's actually playing pretty well. 63 completion percentage. Better than what Will Levis had. 3 interceptions, 10 touchdowns. Yeah, he's been playing a lot better. Saquon Barkley and Tyler Spears, funny enough, has more carries. I guess he got hurt during the season. I'm assuming because there is no way he should be getting lesser carries. Well, actually, never mind. We are. Yeah, he was out for week 6, 5, and 4. So that's 3 weeks he was out. Makes sense, I guess. Um, he's averaging 4.8 yards per carry. He's averaging 3.6 still yards per carry. Treylon Burks is actually the leading receiver. I guess that kind of makes sense because, like, he's not, like, the number one guy anymore. You know? And the most touchdowns is going to Kevin Lewis, who I think also had the most receptions, too. Our O-line has not been the greatest, and Nicholas Peer-Pete has definitely not been good at left tackle. Definitely. 2.5 sacks, at least, those, like, free agent players, like Jonathan Greenland, Big Jeff, and Carl's Bastionville are at least playing, like, good at getting after the quarterback. And Kobe Turner even with 2 sacks. Sean Murphy Bunting, I think this is actually kind of hilarious. He has the 5th most sacks on my team. And he's not even a linebacker. That's the funny part. He's not even a linebacker. He's not even a safety. He's a corner. And yet he has the he has the 5th most sacks on our team. Jonathan Ware and Christian Harris, both additions in the offseason with interceptions. But outside of that, nothing else. So yeah, I guess I can see why. We just haven't gotten a lot of interceptions. But we definitely gotten after the quarterback a lot more than we did last year. What should be my focus in this draft? Like, tackle is understandable because it's like one of our biggest needs, and left tackle is like one of the biggest positions in this class. We could go safety because like our safeties right now are just terrible. We could go with receiver because like we don't really have that true WR3 yet. We could also, I guess that's basically it. Like we don't really have a lot of needs anymore. I think I have to go with tackle. Just like the fact they're like the biggest positions in this draft, and left tackle is like the strength of the class. It's gonna give us a better understanding of like who should we take at left tackle. You know? And especially with how how this team is just like really struggling at the moment without that left tackle, and also our center is also struggling somehow. I don't know how. Somebody explain that to me. And then we have contracts. Like, we still have plenty of money, I'm pretty sure, but maybe not much because of cap penalties and stuff. So we have 86 million. And there's not actually a lot of players I would like to bring back. Wally Chanel definitely is still a player I want to bring back. I think just a 2-year deal, though. He's asking for so much money, though. No longer term committed, no deal. Are you kidding me? You want a long-term contract? Are you kidding me? You know how old you are? Ryan, just take this mid-risk and shut. Are you kidding me? Honestly, I'm not even about to say anything. Why does he not want to, like, his morale is insane. Like, he loves it here because we have no income tax, the skiing fits, and he's close to Florida. You really want to throw that away? You know what? Fine. I'll trade you. If you want to be a bitch, I'll just throw you away. Hey, again, like, this is on you. This is not on me. This is on you for doing this. The question is which team can honestly accept Fanati Flulu? I mean, he's an upgrade. So we're kind of, like, we're basically kind of trying to go all in here. And that definitely can help us. 66 mils. We dropped significantly in money. Like, we went from 86 to 66. Well, actually, it's because we haven't even given him his contract yet, so. Well, it's like we traded him, but also had that contract gone with him, so. What position is he? He's right outside light, right? No, he's left. Okay. So Falante Lulu will go to right outside linebacker, which honestly is a better upgrade. Like, matter of fact, he was even better than what he is at outside linebacker. So hey, I won't mind that at all. It just sucks though. It's like we only have 2 years, and then boom, he's gonna just suck. So yeah, we're gonna have to hope for that to not happen. So yeah, we're gonna simulate probably to the play. I'm gonna simulate it to the playoffs. I really should just simulate it to the off season because I don't feel like there's gonna be a chance for you gonna make it to the postseason. But you know, you never know and how talented this team is. Like, you never know. You never know. So we went 6-11, which was better than last year, but like I still kind of feel a little overwhelmed after just like how much draft capital that we gave up last year. It's just uh, like we did all that just to get 2 more wins than we did last year. Like I don't know what to say. 14th best offense. So our defense did play a lot better, and our offense stayed the same. So I guess that's good, but still we need to play better. Allen Robertson though, he actually had a pretty good season. Like, you know, I mean, except those 64 completion percentage, that could be better. Saquon literally, if he had probably another attempt, he'd probably get over 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns as well. Bro, this needs to change if we go to the Super Bowl next year. Kyrus Jackson had the most receiving yards. And this is coming when we have Treylon Burks, Kevin Lewis, and Michael Pittman on offense. And Saquon Barkley. Like we had a lot of players on offense. And that didn't work out. Okay, so at least Nicholas Pierre, he didn't play terrible, I guess, during the second half of the season, but Brian O'Neill definitely did. So that's a yikes. And how about defense? I'm hoping at least one player got double-digit sacks. That's what I'm hoping for. And none of them did. Big Jeff was the closest with 9.5. But I mean, at least we did get after the quarterback a lot, at least, I think. And 2 interceptions for Frankly Lulu. I don't think he did that on this team, but you never know. Then 1 interception for Mike Brown, Roger McCreary, and Eldred Hankins the second. So I feel like again, it's just like it's gotta be our offensive line, right? Or is it just our receivers like that are underperforming? It's like one of those two that is just freaking up this team so badly. I don't know which one though. Like that's the problem. I don't know what's the problem. Is it the receiving cores or it the O line on offense? Because outside of that, our team should be very good, and especially on defense. So I think I kind of made my decision pretty quite clear. Actually, no, not really, because like offense could still use some help. Like Traylon Burks can definitely get better. And same thing with that tight end and then also quarterback. But then on defense, I can help with the safeties, which is something that we can definitely do, and help out with that rookie edge rusher. But I feel like I gotta do offense just because of how terrible my offense is at the moment. I don't really care about that position. This is definitely a position I want to double. And same thing with the quarterback, because quarterback is another position that we just absolutely need to upgrade. Like, yeah, I know like again, he had a good season. But I really am hoping that next year is just such a different year for him. Because he needs to play better. Basically, he just needs to play better. Like, our defensive coordinator definitely needs to get fired because we have a completely different defensive scheme, so he could get fired, which actually does free us some real estate. Who's coverage focus in 4-3? Coverage focus 4-3. Nobody. Sweet. So we're gonna go with Herbert Griffin. Will be our new defensive-minded head coach. Well, not our defensive-minded, our new defensive coordinator on this. So block shed, so boost, so basically burst pursue. Honestly, I'll do this side this time, but I'm also gonna do this side. So yeah. Hey dude, what's up? It's been a while since I've seen you in the chat for sure. I'm doing pretty good, despite the fact that the Packers lost. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I know it. Like again, like when my video comes out, you're gonna completely understand why, and also have some cousins do some stuff. Bro, I swear, Baker Mayfield is literally the new freaking. Yeah, alright. I feel like Baker Mayfield is gonna be like the new Drew Brees for some reason. I don't know why. I just feel like it. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna be as good as Drew Brees, but I feel like he could potentially. It just might take a while. Dang, he has superstar dev. I was not expecting that. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Did he win Offensive Rookie of the Year? I hope he did because, like, he kind of needs it. Why did he progress to normal dev for? Why? Why? He actually had a good season, so I don't understand why he progressed. That's interesting. Vikings actually win the Super Bowl. I guess that is kind of realistic because, like, maybe with a different quarterback and not Kirk Cousins, and also just having Derrick Henry on that team, bro, that's gonna be disgusting. Like, imagine them like having like Dak Prescott and Derrick Henry. That team's gonna win a Super Bowl. Like, trust me on that one. Yeah. Honestly, I don't really know who's gonna win in that game. Honestly, I hope for the Bills to win because I don't want to see the Chiefs to win really, and I also don't want to see like the Lions Bucks game. I don't really care about. I just hope the that one team ends up beating the Niners, but I honestly wouldn't mind. I guess because if they do end up winning the Super Bowl, which I guess wouldn't be terrible because if they win, the Packers barely lose to the Super Bowl champions. So at the same time, I also don't want them to go get a ring. So I don't know. I don't know. But like, I think the Niners are guaranteeing themselves a Super Bowl run, and I also think unless the Bills win, the Chiefs. I mean, I just don't see the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl again after like their terrible performance on offense this year, and it's not even because of Patrick Mahomes. Like, it's been just their receivers in general. Um, so yeah, nobody I'm interested in bringing back, except I would like to bring back. Um, you are really about to go to free agency? You're going with Chiefs and Lions in the Super Bowl? I wouldn't go with that in my opinion. Like the Chiefs, they're, they're just not that this year, and the Lions they have never been this far in like 30 years. They haven't even been in an NFC Championship game since Barry Sanders. I don't remember he was in the NFL. And also, they've never been in a Super Bowl. Ever. Ever. They've never been in a Super Bowl. They've been to an NFC Championship game, but never a Super Bowl. Never. Never. line, like, and plus, like, there's no way in hell the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl with their receiving core. There's no way. Nick Chubb, Jalen Waddle. I think we gotta get Jalen Waddle. We just need an explosive deep threat, and that's basically what he is, and also just a better playmaker. That's exactly what we need. And we're the only team that's even interested in getting it. Julian Love, definitely let's go get after him. Like, we're going all in. We gotta capitalize the opportunity that we have a rookie scale contract. We gotta capitalize on that opportunity. Tyrann Mathieu. Is there like any better corner? I kind of have no choice but to go with Tyrann Mathieu. Or I could keep Justin Reed. Rasheed Rice is their best receiver and carries the offense. I don't really I disagree with that. Pacheco is really what really carries that offense. Pacheco is what really does. It's not really Rasheed Rice that carries that offense. Alright, so we're going to sign all those players and hope that they end up actually going to us. And Justin Reed is still thinking. Jalen Waddle and Julian Love both went there. Now there's some competition for Justin Reed. I'll give him a 3-year deal. Like, again, we have a lot of money. We do have a lot of money here. I'll gladly give him a better contract. Because we got the money for it. Question is if he wants to come here or not for this. And he still has yet to even came here. Julian Love, though, for sure, I will move to free safety, but, like, I'm very curious to see if Justin Reed even comes here or not. Because if he does, well, we just got to worry about getting left tackle. That's basically it. But if he does come over here, then we're going to have to worry about that position as well in strong safety. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure we should be fine. Like, we should be fine. Alright. Moment of truth. Did we get Justin Reed? I don't know if we did. But hopefully we did. And we didn't. That sucks. Unless he's still in free agency. Like, I have a hard reason to believe he's still in free agency. I have a hard reason to believe that. I mean, like, it's not the end of the world not getting him. We could still draft a safety with as a second-round pick that we have, but it still sucks, because we could definitely use, like, a veteran who's still good at the game at safety. Still use that. Who's available, though, at safety? Like, who's available? There's still Tyrann Mathieu. If I really wanted to get a veteran, I could just go get him. If I really wanted to do something like that. I mean, he's, like, really the only good, like, strong safety available. So I might as well give him a 1-year pack at this point. No matter what, he's going to take that contract. There is no way that he's not going to be taking that contract. He's yet to even get one. Yeah, there you go. Tyrann Mathieu on the team. Basically, our short-term option at safety. So, we're going to just have to pray that that could just be our safety option at that position. So, yeah. Left tackle will definitely be our heading into the season need. With basically the rest of the... Oh, wait, we did get Justin Reed. Oh, that sucks. Because now... Because I wasn't expecting us to... Or I didn't expect us to not get Justin Reed. Well, I guess Tyrann Mathieu could just be for depth, I guess. Because, I mean... That's not the end of the world. So now we have basically the best safety core in the league now. After having one of the worst. good luck to the Packers next season. Honestly, to me, like, I honestly, and I said this in my video, I'm very concerned with that team next year. Because everybody's going to be like, oh, the Packers, they can honestly make it to the Super Bowl. Like, if they make, like, a ton of big changes to the offseason, which I won't expect them to do, like, they're still going to say, hey, this team, you know, they're going to still make it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Watch them just be absolutely terrible heading into the season. Terrible. I just believe that's going to happen. I just think it's going to happen. And it's going to. If they don't make any big drastic changes to the roster. Like, receiving core, I feel like is fine, but like at the same time, we need like an actual like WR1 receiver and not just have like no WR1. I mean, obviously, you want multiple playmakers, but at the same time, you do need an actual receiver and not just not having one. Period. So, yeah, it's very interesting to say the least. Very interesting. Um, all right, NFL draft. Here we
On the
go.
clock now, it's the
We
Denver
actually got the
Broncos.
7th overall pick to pick left tackle. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. 21-year-old. He's very good. I mean, like, his only concern is just his run block finesse, but, like, at the same time, the rest of his stats is, like, insane. So it's that, or this guy, who's older, but at the same time, you know, older means more knowledge. Yeah, for sure, I'm definitely taking the other guy. That's just for sure. Like, the fact you're the same person and you're older and, well, slightly better as an athlete, I don't care. I don't care.
The
I'm
Chicago
taking
Bears are
Common
on the
Pryor.
clock now.
91 strength. Yeah, this guy's about to be a beast on that left side of the ball. You know what I mean? Literally, all he has to do is basically be as good as Thurman Powell Pre. That's basically all I'm asking for him. He doesn't got to be good. He just has to be serviceable at that tackle position. That's all I'm asking for. Tyrann Mathieu getting traded offers. Bro, I'm not about to trade Tyrann Mathieu. Hell no. I just signed him on a contract, you big doof. 72 overall. Please don't tell me he wasn't. I swear to God, if there was a better tackle than him at left, I'm going to be pissed. And in the first round. Specifically in the first round. Greeley Boston was better. Why? Why? But he only has normal dev. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I definitely don't deny you on that. I just don't think that's going to happen, obviously. I just don't think that's going to happen. It sucks, but... I'm simulating straight to the playoffs. I'm simulating straight to the playoffs. I do not care. We do not care. We do not care. Do not care. Yeah. Would it? That would be interesting. You can't lie. Honestly, I do agree with that. I mean, it was like the first game of the season ended up being the last game of the season in Las Vegas. I mean, that would be kind of interesting, I guess. So, how's life going? Let's play some checkers. Or not checkers, chess. I don't know why, but like, I'm so undeniably bad at chess. And I don't know why. Eat it. Uh, 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 mm, 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 mm. Okay, let me pause. There we go. So yeah, we went 11-6. That's exactly what I had figured. You'll beat without even trying. I don't know how to play chess. Yeah, makes sense. I forgot the meme. 5th overall offense, 21st overall defense. Well, Levis actually played during some point of the season. Hopefully, is he back? Please tell me he's back. Youth! Look at this. If he wasn't back, man, I don't know what I would be doing. I think I might drink some liquid cocaine. Did he get star development about time? Yeah, he did. At least they both, like, somewhat played well, and we only allowed, like, 32 sacks again. Yeah, I know that's your name. I know that. Saquon Barkley had an incredible season. Cool. Traylon Burks had over 1,000 yards. Michael Pittman had over 1,000 yards. So basically, Jalen Waddle was basically a freaking distraction. I don't know why, but he was. Well, I guess Dominant Pride was, I guess, serviceable, I guess. 13 sacks for Avante Ulu, Carls Baschenberg. Yeah, we got a lot of sacks. Like, this is a war crime about how many sacks we got. Justin Reed with 4 interceptions. Christian Harris with 3. Same thing with Sean Murphy Bunting. Roger McCreary with 2 interceptions. And same thing with Tyron Matthew. And then Julian Love and Ronald Militon with 1. So now, how do we... I'm very interested, though. How has he even gotten a chance to intercept the ball when he's like my 4th starting safety? Like, he shouldn't even be on the field. So, like, did, like, we just had so many injuries at linebacker or something? Like, at linebacker or at... or safety? Like, I don't even know what happened. I mean, I guess safety would make sense because of Justin Reed and stuff. Oh, yeah, Jack Gibbons is hurt. And he's still hurt, even. So, yeah. We have to beat the Texans. I'm sorry, but, like, we gotta beat the Texans here. Like, this team is way too talented just to get first rounded. This team is way too talented to not make it in the divisional round. Way too talented.
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports.
No! Trying to play some freaking chest out here, man. Oh, get that bitch shit. Let's go. Let's clutch. Ultra mega clutch. You're scared of my bishop, aren't you? CJ Stroud or Sprout. I get confused on the last name. Yeah, it's CJ Stroud. Oh my god. We're getting destroyed right now on defense. Come on. Offense, do something. Thank you. Alright. We gotta do it slow motion. We gotta do it slow motion, guys. Alright, so CJ Stroud has the ball on the 10-yard line in the end zone. Let's see what he gets to do here.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
Stretch, and that's a touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
Dameon Pierce His second touchdown of the night.
Come
And
on,
the Texans
defense.
get an important score there to extend their
kidding
lead
me?
here in this fourth quarter.
No way we're about to lose this
Footing
game. Are you
always a
kidding
concern,
me?
but the
If we
extra points
actually
have been
lose
good.
right now, I'm going to be upset.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
We're in the
After the
wild
touchdown,
card.
here's McManus now to kick it away.
Touchback. Just knee it.
From a yard or two
Knee
deep,
it.
here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring
CJ did good.
Get some 3 more.
Yeah. He's probably going to
Tennessee
win this.
offense about set and ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial
That was so
drive,
close to
first
being
and
picked.
10.
Why?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bro, freaking accurate passes, you big chicken.
Operating from the gun, Robinson.
Thank
This
you.
one complete
Oh,
to
he got a nice
Jalen
juke
Waddle.
off, too. I think
And
that
they
was... No, that
get
was
it down, but not before he takes it across
I don't know who that
40-yard
was.
line.
Maybe it is Jim. Let's go.
On first down,
We need to
Robinson.
play well. Let's
Looking left
go.
side, and he's got a
That's
man.
oh,
Lewis.
he's going. He's going.
Making the big
He's
man
going.
roll.
He's still up. No, that's a touchdown. How is that not a touchdown? Are you kidding me? How is that not a
Here's first and
touchdown?
goal.
Come on, handoff dive it. Hurry. Hurry. Call hike.
Barkley.
God, get in there. Oh my
Immediately
God,
taken down at the line of
sake
scrimmage.
of Barkley.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get
Bro,
you
I'm
reset.
about to lose my freaking
They've got it second
Just
and
run it
goal
in.
as they look for a late touchdown.
What are you doing? You just got
Pressure
sacked.
now is gonna go down. Sack back around the 8.
I'm about to lose my
This is a
freaking
big
mind.
play in
Get
this
in the
wild
end
card
zone.
matchup, facing
Please.
3rd and goal. Now,
Who
he's
is that
up
to?
in the end zone, but that one's gonna wind up incomplete.
Just kick the field goal. Just kick
An
the field goal.
excellent defensive stand there in the red zone.
Bro,
Nice
just
tight
run it
coverage.
in,
They
bro.
certainly
Like, what the
recognized how important it
hell?
was to bring up fourth
It's
down
like the
here.
game rejected.
And his kick here
It's
is
like the
good.
game deliberately
This is back down to a
rejected.
7-point game.
There. And Cameron Dicker gets the field goal to tie it. Well,
So
no,
you
you
knew
make
one
the
way or
game
another that they
touchdown
needed the
to
two
tie.
scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you
Yeah.
onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick
Come on.
it deep? To me, I'm playing field
Come on,
position with all 3
defense.
timeouts. I kick
We
it
have
deep and
so
try to
many
pin
good
them
players
back
on defense. We
Houston's
can't
offense
let them
already
get
at the
this
line,
first
set to
down.
get going. Well,
Come on,
they can
it's a
smell
stretch.
victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're
Oh
not
my
done yet
God.
here.
Defense,
still has
what are
3
you
timeouts, and
doing?
obviously, this is a very
Okay, I'm allowed to
slim
jump
lead
in.
they're holding on to.
For the record,
Yeah,
I'm allowed
let's
to
face it,
jump
the
in.
easiest way to
For
get
the
this
record.
done.
For the record. For the record. For the record. It's on the record books. Look at the record. Blitz. Just send blitzes. We already know it's a run up the middle. Blitz. Just blitz.
He's
Stretch.
going to get it again.
I'm not there, I'm
Just
not there.
looking to get forward and protect the ball.
No, we lost.
Now Tennessee going
No.
to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
No, we lost. No.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they
Shut
want to
up.
hear that.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut it. I'm watching you, Zowski. Watching you. Okay, so there could be a part 2 of this, but I'm not going to do it now because I'm just frustrated. So, yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Boy.